Hello again from my front porch, where I am here this morning enjoying my Casey's breakfast pizza, my bacon Casey's breakfast pizza. It's good stuff. But when I went to get this pizza this morning, had a little run-in. I did my good deed for the day. That was I did my good deed for the day after doing my bad deed for the day. um, so I knew I was going to be busy all day doing a project for work. And so I got up this morning, ran up to Casey's to get some breakfast pizza and some beverages, some sodas for myself. And then also I picked up some snack things for throughout the day. To give me the brain energy, the sugar rush and that kind of stuff. Anyway, so I go in, and if you've ever gone into a Casey's, or probably most convenience stores are this way, they have their breakfast pizza things in those display things, those cabinets to have the 3 or 4 levels of circular things, and they're just in there rotating around, and there's your slicer. So you open the little glass door and you self-serve. You pull out the slices you want. Well, I knew that I was going to be here. I knew that Lisa was going to be here, and so I thought, you know what, I'll get breakfast pizza for both of us. And so I walk up there, and there's 5 slices of breakfast pizza, 2 bacon, 3 sausage, and I say to myself, I said, self. I said, how about here? I get the little baggie. I did definitely the 2 bacon ones going home with me. And you know what? I'll get the 2 sausages, and Lisa can have those. She'll like those, and so I get those. Well, I put the 2 bacons in a bag. I put one of the sausages in a bag. I put the other sausage in a bag, and the other bag gets fighting with me a little bit. I'm like, come on, get in there. Finally get in there, and before I can even close the door, this young mom and her 2 very little boys, elementary age, but little boys, they come, scoot around the corner, and they stop, and she goes, oh. And I knew what they were looking at. They were looking right at the pizza display thing, which now has 1 slice of sausage pizza sitting in there. And I'm standing there holding 4 slices in my hands. Oh, I felt so bad. I knew immediately what was happening here. And she goes, oh. And I said, you're here for the pizza, breakfast pizza? And she goes, yeah. And so instinctively, I turn right away I look into the kitchen, and I say to the guy, hey, how long until you get some more breakfast pizza? And he goes, oh, about 6 minutes. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. And so then I'm like, yeah. And I say to the lady, here, and here's the horrible guy standing here holding all the slices of pizza and only leaving you with 1. And she goes, no, that's okay, that's okay. And I'm feeling about this big. And so I'm standing there, and I was like, well, yeah, would you like these 2? I try to offer the couple slices of the sausage pizza. Would you like? She, no. Those are yours. That's just the way it works sometimes. It's just the way it's okay. And I'm like. She's being very nice about it. She's not being sarcastic or anything. She's being very nice. No, it's okay. It's okay. You. So I'm like, all right. And I start to walk away to go get the beverages. And as I'm walking away, I hear her say, that's just the way life works. And they have to learn it sometime. They have to learn it sooner or later. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yes, that is true. I agree with this. However, I do not want to be the one who is teaching that lesson to these really angelic looking little kids. And so I'm just feeling like, just that far off the floor as I'm sneaking my way out to go to get the beverages. And I grab some sodas, I put them in my arm, and I'm like, still, oh. And I go wandering back into the aisle, and they're wandering back forth. And all the time I'm looking for my stuff, the rest of my stuff, I hear them over at the cooler where they're trying to get their drinks. And these kids, I mean, they're not like, oh, I want a Mountain Dew, oh, I want a soda, I want. No, they're like, one kid I hear going, oh yeah, I like the juice one with the apple with. So they're like eating, and one kid wants a Gatorade. And it's just It's like the more I hear them, the more I'm thinking these are such good kids, and I'm the guy who just ripped breakfast pizza right out of their hands. And so I make it through. I get my stuff. I'm still feeling lousy, and I come up the aisle. I grab handful. That sounds like a lie. I grab a couple of these. I like those Take 5 candy bars, and I grab a couple of those. And the counter is right in front of me. I'm in the aisle. I'm looking straight at the counter. So I just go walking out of the aisle straight to the counter. And in doing so, as I approach the counter in my peripheral vision, I see something and I glance, and it's this mom and her boys coming up to the counter. I have just cut them off. Getting to the counter as Paul continues to be this first-class jerk to this poor mom and her kids. And I set my stuff down, and I'm just still feeling just absolutely. I mean, I'm feeling so bad. I do not even look in their direction. I do not glance at them. I don't turn around. I don't say anything. I am just focused on the lady, the girl that's doing the checkout. She's like, "Would you like a sack for this?" And I'm like, "Yes, please." And I'm just all business. Just get it done. Then behind me, I hear the mom say, "Oh no, boys, looks like we're gonna have to run back home quick," or something to that effect. And my little spidey sense goes off, and I'm like, and I then I turn, I kind of glance and turn, and she's looking at her Apple Watch, and she's like, and instinctively, there's nothing else she has said that's led me to believe this, but instinctively I just said, would you like me to buy this stuff, pay for this stuff for you? And she pauses and looks at me like, what, really? And she goes, um, that would be great. You don't have to do that. And I said, no, it's fine. I'm happy to. And she goes, well, because she goes, apparently I've left my wallet at home, and it seems I must have left my phone at home too, because my Apple Watch isn't connected. I can't do my Apple Pay. And I'm like, it's no problem. No, I said, I still feel bad. I'm not taking all the breakfast pizzas, so let me do this for you. And she's like, that would be really great, thank you. And I said, would you like anything? Or would you like some donuts? And she's like, no, it's fine. And I know she doesn't have anything to drink. And I asked her if she would like to go get. No, I'm fine. And she's talking about how the slice of pizza is so big that they'll just split it. It's gonna be fine. It still is not helping me. But so then I go ahead and I pay for it. And she's like, oh, that's really nice of you. Thank you. My name's Debbie. And I said, my name's Paul. I shake her hand. And the boys are both, thank you. Just so sweet. And they go and they leave. And the girl at the counter, who has now bagged up my stuff. Now, I'm not trying to stereotype. I'm not trying to judge. But she had sort of a rougher vibe, a rougher exterior, and some of it is because she had some tattoos, she had some piercing under her lip and stuff here. She doesn't look like the warm fuzzy type, is what I'm saying. And yet, as I turn around, they're leaving, and I turn back to the counter to grab my stuff. The girl at the counter stand there, and her eyes are kind of moist. There's water in her eyes, and she's like, "That was so sweet." And I'm like, I just still felt bad about taking all the pizza. I wasn't trying to be sweet. If anything, I was trying to absolve myself from guilt from what I'd done. And she's like, "Oh no, that's really nice of you. It's really nice." And I was like, "Well, thank you. And you have a nice day." And she's like, "You have a nice day too." And it occurred to me as I was leaving that okay, it may have been an act of contrition on my part, trying to deal with that I had just taken all these slices of pizza, breakfast pizza, and denied this family the opportunity to have at least 2 slices, and so I'm sure there is a lot of it, but in how I responded to it, how I handled it, I was able to make hopefully a positive impact on that mom and those 2 little boys. She said that they have to learn life lessons. They have to learn that sometimes you have that disappointment. You walk up to the pizza display and there's only 1 slice left, and you got to figure out what you're going to do with that. And she's right. That is true. But I would like to think that maybe I also helped teach him another lesson, not just that lesson, that I helped teach a positive lesson too, that sometimes there are nice people who will just do nice things for no reason. Well, okay, not exactly no reason. I was still trying to absolve my guilt. But still, from their perspective, I don't know them, and odds I've never seen them before. I probably will never see them ever again. And so there's no angle, there's no you're doing this for a reason kind of thing. It's just a nice thing you do, and hopefully that's a lesson they take away from that as well. Now, before anybody watches this and goes, "Oh, Paul, you're just not giving yourself enough credit. Oh, yeah, you're a really nice guy." I do want to point out that if you think back earlier in the story, when I was willing to even offer giving them the two slices, which I would wind up having to pay for anyway, but as I got in the car to drive away, I was like, oh, honestly, I don't need two slices of breakfast pizza. They're pretty big. See, this is whoop. This is what I have left of the second slice. Look how big this thing is. And so I'm only about halfway through this one. And Lisa grabbed one of the sausage slices, and she's working her way through that, but she's not sure she's going to eat this. Reality is, we could have got away each with one slice of pizza. I could have given them those two slices of the sausage pizza and let them take that, and they would have been extremely happy, and Lisa and I both would have got on just fine with one slice of pizza ourselves. And you notice in all of that, while I did have that missed opportunity, even more than the missed opportunity, I want to point out to you, at no point did I mention that I was willing to share or give away the bacon breakfast pizza. It was always the sausage. So even when I was doing my good deed, still the bacon, that's still mine. That's you know what? That part I don't really feel overly bad about. I think you can still look out for yourself and be considerate of other people, do nice things for other people. I don't think the two have to be mutually exclusive. At least that's how I'm going to justify it to myself now, so I don't have more guilt to have to deal with, to get over with. But anyway, I just had to share this story, and I had to share it while I was still enjoying my Casey's breakfast pizza. Bacon breakfast pizza. Oh, I'm dropping pieces all over the floor. I'm gonna have it. Hey, Wiggles. While she comes out to clean the floor for me, I'll let you all go, and I'll see you next time from my front porch.